If you have not already made your way to Abundance School on Sundays, you need to make sure you ask us how, because there is so much abundance available for each and every one of us that we've got to make sure that we make room for God to bless us. Okay. And there are 4 different ways that I'm going to be talking about today where you need to be making sure, making room for God to bless you. The first way is you got to show up. Okay. You've got to understand that blessings are available to you and that every day when you wake up, somebody type in every day you wake up, you start your journey on the lookout for those blessings. And unfortunately, those blessings can't follow you at home. Those blessings are not going to come knock on your door. Those blessings are not going to come get out of your bed, get you out of your bed. You got to get up, get dressed, and get ready to receive everything that God has waiting for you. God wants to bless you. You have to know that deep down in your heart. Good morning, Berlin. So anything you don't have is not because God doesn't want you to have it. It may possibly be because you're not getting up and showing up in a way that will allow God to bless you. So that's number one. You got to show up as if blessings are on the way. Number two, and this is a big one, ladies, you've got to put a demand on your talents. You've got to charge your worth. If you go to bit.ly/worthmore 2023, we talk about it every Sunday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. You got to put a demand on your worth. That means charge your prices. People may say, oh, you too expensive. People may say you charge too much. People may complain, but you got to understand that is just the nature of haters. That's the nature of people. That's just what people do. And then they will go right to the mall and pay too much for something. They will go right down the street and pay too much for something. So, what you've got to realize is that you can't be impacted by what other people say, and especially your haters. The Most High said He's going to use your enemies as your footstool. So, when you see your enemies show up, start celebrating. When you see your enemies show up, start understanding that that is a sign that your blessings are on the way. So you got to put a demand on your time, your energy, and your talent. Nobody owes you for you to be working for them for free. They just don't. And if they don't want to pay for it, somebody somewhere will. And you got to understand that. And that's part of number one, showing up. Number three, even when it doesn't look good, you got to keep going. Somebody type in, keep going. Even when it doesn't look like you thought it was going to look, keep going. Even when you thought that all hope was lost, keep going. It is that perseverance, that faith, that next level belief that something good is going to happen for you, that you are about to be blessed, that you are worthy of a blessing, that you deserve to have everything that God said in the good book is yours. So even when it doesn't look good, there are people that give up right before they make a million. There are people that give up right before they strike gold. There are people that give up right before their next level occurs. So don't be one of those people that gives up too prematurely. And then you look back at life and say, oh my God, I should have kept going. You got to have belief that if you're on the right path, you must, you must continue to move your feet. And last but not least, another part of perseverance is consistency. It is being consistent. It is showing up every day like your gifts and talents are a job. It's showing up every day as if you are worthy to receive. Because it's the one day you don't show up that your blessings may be on the way. It's that one day you don't show up that the client may be ready to book for you. It's that one day, and people want to know. People want to know that you're consistent. So, number one, show up, get dressed, get ready for your blessings. Number two, put a demand on your revenue, put a demand on your time. You don't have to be the low cost leader, Even if you're brand new at what you're doing, that doesn't mean you got to charge the bottom of the bottom, because somebody somewhere will and can afford your highest price item. Now, part of showing up is that you have to have a high ticket item. I have a course coming up called High Ticket Product Creation, because if you don't have a high ticket item to sell, how are you going to sell it? Right? So that's part of showing up too. Showing up and making sure you got that $1,000, $5,000, $10,000 product. If you don't, send me a message, get in my class, create it. Because it is the creation of that product that's going to lay the foundation for you to generate more revenue. It just is. You know, nobody says you got to sell 500,000 ebooks at $20 each. Nobody says you have to sell $39 webinars and have to sell 3,000 to break even. Good morning, D. Morris. So understand that you are worthy. Your products and services are worthy. There is nothing wrong with your products. There's nothing wrong with you. You were created different for a reason, and it's time for you to tap into that. Number 3, we talked about perseverance. Baby, you know, everything in life, if it's worth waiting for, it's worth working for. He said that faith without works is dead. So I know social media will have you guys thinking that everybody is instantly going out there and being successful, and everybody's instantly going out there and making it. But that is not the case. It is taking people years and years of consistent seed sowing to get to where they want to be. You think about a Jay-Z, the #1 rapper in the world, 2.5 billion. But Jay-Z been rapping 30 years consistently, if not more. You think about Beyonce, right? She's on the billionaire list. But Beyonce been singing since she was 5. 30 years. Are you willing to do this work as long as it takes to get your blessing? And that's something that each and every one of us have to realize, and each and every one of us have to be aligned with. You know, God is wanting to bless you, but are you making room for those blessings by doing the right thing? So I just wanted to get in front of you guys for a few minutes. Didn't want to hold you long, but I wanted to remind you that the blessings are already set aside for you. You got to make room for them. If you're not already registered for Abundance School on Sundays, where we talk about moving the needle on your mindset and your money, go register for free at bit.ly/worthmore2023, because you are indeed worth more and you need to start showing it to the world. Love you guys. Have a great morning.